Alright everybody, back again with a new set of rocks to cut for today. Let's walk through them. Well, let's talk about what they are first. So these are agate nodules from just outside of Phoenix, Arizona, down in the desert over near the Gila Bend Mountain Range area. So let's walk through them real quick and see what we got. So this first little biscuit looks like it's got decent color, but it got quartz showing right here. So I'm guessing this is just going to be quartz. Okay, this next one looks similar. Not a whole lot showing. So could be quartz, could be banded agate, could be a little bit of both. Alright, next up we got this little guy here. He's got some botryoidal stuff going on in some of the layers that have peeled. I don't know if that'll translate into the stone or not. It's got some banded agate showing here in this window. So we'll cut this thing parallel to that broken face. Alright, odd little nodule here. It's got a little window here, around some of the edges. All I see is a little bit of banded agate. I don't see any quartz. Hopefully this is a little banded nodule. Alright, this one looks like two nodules that grew together. I got some banded agate. Well, I got some chalcedony showing there. It's definitely agate. I don't see any quartz. Some agate. So, got high hopes that this one is banded agate. Alright, this one's got an interesting color on the skin. You could tell the outer layer is peeled away, leaving this smooth surface on the inside. And then interior to that, it's got some fractures and some colorful banding, and then some quartz in the middle. So let's just cut him in half and see what the pattern looks like. Whoa! Almost flipped that one out. Alright. A little bit of a window there. Looks like some banded agate, maybe some quartz in the middle. Alright. Ooh, here we go. This one's got a window showing some banded agate on that end. A little bit of banded agate here. Hollow crystal pocket there. I think I'm going to cut parallel to this. I don't know if this will go into it or not, but I like that pattern. I hope I can get some of that to show up in the cut. Alright, so I got this big nodule. This one's going to be hard to cut. This is a broken one with a big face showing. It's been weathered. It's got a lot of fractures. I don't know if this will hold up to a cut or not. This side doesn't look like it's got fractures on it though. So I need to cut parallel to that face. Pretty flat, so we'll see how good I can do cutting it parallel to that. A little nodule, not much showing. It's got a rough bottom and more of a smoother top. So it'll probably have two different materials in it, banded agate and maybe a moss or a cotton candy looking stuff. Alright. interesting. It's weathered. It's got definite banded agate pattern showing on this face here. So maybe we'll cut it right through here parallel to that. It does have some fractures that might come apart, but maybe we'll get one half that's intact. Alright, little flat nodule, peeled a little. Other than that, no windows. So we'll cut it and see what's in it. Okay. Well, this is obviously the core of a nodule that broke. Had banded agate in it. Thought about just throwing this in the tumbler, but I think I want to cut it once first just to see if it's got some pattern without a fracture in it. So we'll cut it in half and see. And I got this last kind of a, looks like a double nodule on this side, but not really. Just an odd pocket. Probably cut this one long ways. See what's in it. Alright. Let me get these off to the saw, we'll get them cut, and see what we got. I think we got a few good ones in here. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright everybody, I am back. Let's see what we ended up with. So this one was pretty much all guaranteed to be quartz, and it was. Still nice looking. We'll throw it in a tumbler. It'll come out alright. Alright, next up we got this little guy. Had the bumpy, weird texture. Turns out he was pretty much kind of a moss, but with a host rhyolite and very pitted. So probably throw him in a tumbler. Alright. This is the guy that had the kind of dark, smooth, polished skin with some little bit of banding and some quartz showing. Let's see how he ended up. Alright. Quartz is clean looking for the most part. Nice banding around it, nice color. That might make a nice face polish. I can clean these ends up pretty good. So either a tumble or a face polish. I'm guessing face polish on that one. Okay, next up I got one that came apart while cutting. So I kind of thought he had some fractures that weren't looking too good. But let's turn around and see what we end up with. So he came apart on some of the fractures, but very, very nice banding. So these pieces will probably just throw in the tumbler. This other half stayed together. Definitely not going to cut him again, but maybe a face polish on that. I don't think he'd hold up in the tumbler. Well, not that'd be a bad thing. Just end up tumbling a few pieces instead of one big one. Cool looking. Alright. Okay, next one. Alright, similar. He came apart, so let's just look at some of the pieces. Well, would have been a nice banded agate if it held together. But these all go in the tumbler. Alright, next up got a long skinny one. Cut him long ways, let's see how he did. Alright, he had a quartz pocket. Got a little bit of dirt in this side. Clean that out. It's banded agate around the outside, a float around the inside with more quartz in that. So he's pretty cool looking. I'd say maybe a face polish or a tumble on this. Nice. Really cool pattern. Okay, next up. So this one kind of sat funny. Had this botryoidal stuff in some of the pattern, or some of the pattern where it was peeling. So I just cut him parallel to the bottom, and let's see what we got. Yeah, he's got some banding, some fractures, nothing awesome, but I bet he looked good in the tumbler. All right, next up we got that piece that is already kind of broken up all the way around. Just wanted to cut him in half. He's obviously going to go in the tumbler. And yeah, just got a couple extra faces to tumble now. Alright, another kind of long, skinny one. Kind of an odd shape to this one on that one end. Let's see how he fared. Alright, he's kind of an all-white banded agate with some quartz. It's kind of weird that the quartz is more closer to the outside. Almost like this is a floater inside of that quartz. And then you got that different colored banding around the outside with a little, some of those orbs in it. Alright, this side looks a little nicer. Oh, face polish, tumble. Alright, next up, this small guy. Let's see how he fared. Oh, okay. Really nice tight banding on this. Shadow parallax effect. Cool shadow banding in that. Very nice. You got one mark, it's just some paint from the saw blade. And you got a little bit of quartz down here. So, definite face polish on these. Look how deep that looks. That's cool. Another long, skinny one. Again, they're calling in the long ways. So, alright, here's a nice pattern. Color. Good banding. Oh yeah, look how tight that is in the middle. Wow, yeah, it's gonna have a little bit of that parallax effect in it. It's got a little bit of lavender, or I don't know, maybe it's just gray coloring in it. Alright. Very cool. Face polish on that one for sure. Alright. Next up, got this guy here. Let's see how he fared. Ooh, alright, kind of a geode. Pocket on that side, Jersey quartz pocket. Nice banding, got the orbs floating around in it. Alright, definite face polish on these. That's nice. Very cool. Alright, 3 more to go. Next up, got this guy had a little bit of a pattern showing. Hole on that side. Alright. It's got a couple of, if you look right there, that's a calcite crystal. Another one right here. This is the other side of it. So probably just face polish these. Perfect pattern though. That's really cool. And those aren't fractures. It's just where the banding got some weird coloration in it. Still don't know really what causes that. But that's pretty cool. Definite face polish. Alright, 2 left. Alright, so this guy, oops. Alright, he's got a perfect bullseye. No fractures, a little bit of paint from the saw blade. A little bit of a druzy pocket in the middle, tiny. Face polish here. This side I might take one slab off of that to make a cabochon out of, because he's got a perfect pattern. Otherwise, face polish it, or face polish the rest of it. Very cool. Alright, one left to go, last up. So this is that guy I wanted to cut parallel to this face. So I kind of made a 3 cut on this thing. Not on purpose, it was kind of an accident. I obviously cut this first one way too thin, but it came out really cool. I think those are healed fractures, but it's definitely worth face polish there. And then this side I really liked. Since I didn't cut him the way I wanted to go ahead and make that other cut and make this into a slab. If these are healed enough, I could probably do a really cool cabochon out of that. So this is the cut inside. May have to do a little bit of healing on this one. Some Opticon or something to fill in these cracks if I want to cab that. It might be worth it though. That pattern is super cool. And if I don't, I'll at least face polish it. And I'll definitely face polish this half. This is definitely worth a good display. Very cool. Alright, well, that is a good one to end this video on. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.